I am Chief Peter Itoma Heruoto. That I am what I am today is by the special grace of God. I started primary school in a village at Benin. Those days, schools in the village can only provide education up to standard 2. After that, you go to a bigger elementary school where you can read up to standard 6. So when I finished in the primary school in my village, I moved to NIFO, Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research. There, I came out successfully with my primary 6 exam. I moved to Benin City, where I joined the Anglican Secondary Model School of those days. And when we finished, the only job available then was teaching work. And so I was employed by the Benin City Council at that time. I was posted to a village where there was no light. The vehicle truck go there only once in 5 days, only the market days, some quite distance from Benin City. You can hardly come to the town. There I sat for the teachers to go into the teacher training college at Ilesha. 3 of us were successful from the whole set. We went to Ilesha for interview. By the special grace of God, we all scaled through, and that is how I found myself at Government Teacher Training College at Ilesha. We were the first set that did pivotal course to earn grade 2 certificate. It's a 3 years program. It was when I was there that I lost my father. I came back to NIFO, my former primary school, to teach. I even met some of those teachers who taught me at that school. It was a very happy reunion. And while I was there, I enrolled in Rapid Result College of those days for my GCE honorary level and GCE advanced level. With that, I applied to Central Bank, and luckily I was employed. It was in Central Bank while I was there that I enrolled with the University of Lagos for a degree program. Great. I studied for exams from year to year, and by the grace of God, I came out successfully in the year 1967. I had my BSc degree in political science. My career started with, I continued with Central Bank until later, as at that time I thought the job was not challenging enough. It was a routine job. I had to apply on my own against the wish of even my relations and my in-laws. That why do you want to leave Central Bank? However, from Central Bank for UTC, Nigeria PLC, as a personnel officer. A very challenging job, and I had no regret that I left Central Bank, because for anybody who's working hard in the private sector, the sky is the limit. And by the grace of God, from personnel officer, within 7 years, I rose to the rank of a general manager. I was appointed the general manager for human resources for UTC Group. And when I say UTC Group, because we have branches in all the federation. And later, UTC acquired other subsidiaries, and I was the one in charge of human resources and industrial relations for the whole UTC group. It was a challenging job, no doubt. There, I was able to develop myself in that field. Glory be to God. The MD, may so rest in peace late now, developed interest in me and sent me overseas to one of the most prestigious institution in Switzerland. That is IMD, International Institute for Management Development, Lausanne. There, I had a program, and by the time I came back, I was then appointed a director of one of the subsidiaries, a non-executive director. It was an additional responsibility in appreciation of my contribution to the growth of the company. We were involved in a lot of acquisition, and my role then was to harmonize the conditions of service for the group until I retired in 2002. I have 4 lovely children. To the glory of God, they are all mature. They are parents now. They are all graduates, and they are all doing very well as of now.
He's one of the best person that influenced me in my life. He imparted a lot of things on me which are benefiting today. He has been a solid rock behind me. He brought me up, and I was able to achieve a lot of things through him. He was a disciplinarian. He made sure that I do the right thing at the right time. While growing up, he was fully steadfast. He maintained a high standard of discipline. You do not do anything when you are trying to present any fact or anything to him. You have to, go through it thoroughly, because he's going to pick up laps for whatever you present to him. I remember when I was growing up, I was having problem with my JAMB then to get admission to the university. The first JAMB was terrible. He was upset, and he promised that if I can pass, he will do anything his way to make that I'm comfortable. And also threatened me to, if I should fail it, it'd be a big problem for me. And this made me to, study harder. And in the end, I got a good grade. I was admitted to the prestigious University of Benin. And I also graduated from there. Thanks be to God. I never forget my dad for anything. If I should come back to this world again, he will always remain my dad. Dad, I love you. You are the greatest of the greatest dad on earth. I see you as a living legend, an icon, somebody you can run to no matter what. He will always advise you and also assist you. He never tell you no. No, it's not in dictionary. Even though you don't have, we make sure that you provide something for you to make you happy, then you go to where you are going to. Dad, I love you. I always love you. Thank you, Dad. We live long, 90, 100 and above. We love you, Dad.
I had so much fun with my parents. My mom of blessed memory. She was the best mom anybody can think of having. And my dad was a disciplinarian. And he ensures our education was his priority. And I thank God for today. I thank God all his effort wasn't in vain. I just give glory to God, and I have this short point for my dad. You may have thought I didn't say or I hadn't heard life lesson that you taught me, but I got every word. Perhaps you thought I missed it all and that we are grown apart. But Dad, I pick up everything and it is written on my heart. Without you, Dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You built a strong foundation no one can take away. I've grown up with your values and I'm very glad I did. So I just want to thank you, Dad. I just want to thank you.
I use this medium to wish him a prosperous birthday in good health and wealth. Yeah, my dad is a disciplinarian, and he taught us how to work with time. He actually taught us how to utilize your time. There's always this saying he always tells me then when I was still growing up in his house. He always say, the way you lay your bed, that is how you lie on it. And this other one, pay attention to details. Those are the two keywords I use to modify myself. I want to wish him a very happy birthday with much love from Finland. Love you, Dad. Take care. Bye.
I would describe my father as a very loving father. He would do anything to protect his children. He would sacrifice anything for his children. He's a disciplinarian, no doubt. But one thing people don't know is that he's very approachable. He's very understanding. If you have anything that is bothering you, if you have any concerns, if you have any issues, if you go to my father, he will sit down, he will listen, and he will advise you. That's how approachable he is. But because he's a disciplinarian, while growing up, we're always scared to approach him, to tell him what was bothering us. Thinking back now, if I have to change anything, I'll change a lot. The way I hid a lot of things from him. Growing up now, I've noticed that he's a very approachable person, and I appreciate him a lot. I appreciate his love, I appreciate his protection, and my darling mother of the blessed memory, I can go on and on and on and on about her. You know, when I lost her, a part of me went with her.
She was a loving wife, no doubt about that. She struggled with me over the years. I remember, and I cannot forget, that while I was doing my program at the University of Lagos, she had her own business, she had a shop. She volunteered that maintenance allowance, she will on her own do that. And this was when I was doing my youth corps, because we were stopped, the salaries were stopped. I said, okay, my husband, don't worry, at least I have a shop. She volunteered that she will take maintenance of the whole family for the 1 year service period. I don't think there are many people, I don't think there are not many people can do that. That shows a high degree of understanding. And we lived very peacefully, happily together until suddenly the illness came up, and we did all we could to save her life, but maybe it's God's wish, and she passed away.
So finally, my message for my dad is that we love you, we appreciate you. Even if we are to come back again to this world, we will choose you over and over and over again, because you have shown to the world that you are the world's best dad. Love you, Daddy. God bless you. May you live long to see your children's children. This is the time that you will sit back, relax, look at what you have achieved in life, and just say, God, I thank you. Enjoy your life, and we promise to take care of you. You always say, no, I don't need your money. I don't. Yes, Daddy. Even though you are comfortable in your own right, you still need us to show you love. You still need us to shower you with love, with money and everything, because our prayer is for us to live long, to enjoy the fruit of our labor. May God continue to bless and protect you. You will not die. Nobody will harm you. No evil eyes will be for you or any member of our family. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
They are lovely children, no doubt about that. 3 of them are abroad. 1 in UK and 2 in Finland. The senior one is working in Nigeria here. Once a while, those overseas visit, especially at the end of the year. They are trying their best, I must put that on records, in maintaining the old man. Even though I have my own business running that keeps me fit, they also support me with their upkeep allowance on monthly basis. So I think I'm lucky in that way. By the grace of God, I was able to do the little I can do to develop my community. Number 1, the major road in Emevo Kingdom, comprising of Emevo Township and other villages. We were instrumental to tarring the main road in Emevo in 2008. Apart from that, by the special grace, by my position as the General Manager Human Resources for UTC Group, I was, in my own small way, gave employment to Emevo citizens who came from various universities. Those who were able to meet the requirement, I was able to give employment to them. Because we cannot afford to bend the rules, whether you are my own brother or even my own son. We have set standards, and And if you meet them, we have no objection. But with that, I was able to give employment to few of those who met the requirement. I think that's one of those things that endeared me to the Imebo community. Besides that, we had Imebo community in Lagos. I was the treasurer for more than 15 years. And we did a lot of contribution to the development of Imebo town from Lagos. And we were recognized by that. In fact, it was because of that, we were nominated from Imebo, 3 of us. The other 2, they are late now, unfortunately, may their soul rest in peace, to be given a chieftain title.
He is a complete gentleman, a very straightforward person, and a truthful person. He is a disciplinarian. He does not take nonsense and laziness from anyone. If you are lazy, you have bad manners, you can't stay with him. That's his kind of person. I learned a lot from him while I was with him. The way he disciplined me really helped me while I was working. It helped me a lot. And today I'm very happy and grateful to him. I wish him the very best in life. With good health, long life and prosperity. God should keep him for us till very old age.
Chief Peter Eroto is someone I hardly respect. I have known him for close to 3 decades. He is the husband to my late sister. I was still with my sister then when they just got married. And I remember he used to come with his bike, well cleaned up. And also, he was my teacher in primary school 9-4. And if I asked other students that went through him to come and say what they know about Chief Peter Eroto, 5 hours will not be enough to do this documentary. To me, Chief Peter Eroto is 4 in 1. 1 is my friend. I go to him when I need advice from a friend. Secondly, he is my mentor. Anytime I have something to do or something bothering me, I go to him for advice. And thirdly, he is my in-law. And anytime I'm going through things and I need advice as in-law, I go to him and he gives me all the advice that is necessary. And lastly, he is a brother to me. Anytime I need an advice from a brother, since I lost my senior brother, I always go to him, and he is always ready to assist. And most of all, he is my dad. And anytime I think I need a fatherly advice, I also go to him. He has not hesitated any time in doing all these things for me. So, Daddy, I say thank you for everything you've been doing. Very hardworking. At his age, after retirement, he went to open his own business. He's running it by himself. When you think of record keeping, nobody can beat him. Anything you do with him, he keeps records of everything. And of recent, I went to him and he said, we're discussing something. I said, hold on. He went to bring his book. Everything was there. The last penny that was given to him, how he spent it and everything. I said, Daddy, I'm not saying you didn't. He said, no, this is for record purpose. And I'm sure he's doing it to all his children. I'm very, very sure that every one of his children has got their own fire in his cabinet. Daddy, I love you. I pray that next time we'll be doing this kind of documentary when you are 90, you'll be there fully to attend to us like you did now. And I want to say a very big thank you to Tony Chiwetel, otherwise known as Mr. Event, for all his contribution towards this production.
There's nothing anybody can do to keep himself or herself alive, healthy, on his own. No way. It is by the grace of God. Having said that, you also have to be very, very disciplined in terms of what you take in terms of your activities, in terms of what you do and where you go. With all these measures, you leave the rest to God. My hobbies those days, when I was still much younger, was football. I played football and traveling. I travel a lot on weekends. I take joy in driving to various places to visit and to see places. Then there was no weekend. I don't even go to Benin. I drive with my friend who is also now late, may so rest in peace. And we enjoyed ourselves. Achievements as a human being there's no end to it. But as far as I'm concerned, having retired from UTC, I think by the grace of God, I'm fulfilled and I have no regret. I attained the age of retirement and I retired and I'm now on my own, so I'm comfortable. Well, in UTC, you are made to work hard and it has become part and parcel of my life. And so I take my private business even more serious. There are challenges, no doubt, but with determination, one is able to overcome all the challenges there. Number one, you are in the same industry with so many other people. And so those of us involved in table water production, we have our own group. And if you have challenges, you exchange notes with your colleagues and solutions will naturally come out. Before I retired, I've already started at a very low scale the business of table water production. I opened it, I established it, and got workers, the operators and the drivers, and all the personnel required to run the business. So I was running it while I was still in service. I had a manager who stood for me to run the place, and after work, I see what is happening. Over the weekend, I was always there. And so in the process, I got well familiarized with the operation of the table water business. And when I retired, it was just working from one office to another office. There was no break in my activity. And that has kept me on over the years. All I do is to go to my factory and move around. I have a big field there. Mere fact that I still leave house early as 7:30 every day to the factory, come back, have my breakfast, go back, come back later in the evening, my body is okay. Yeah, welcome to my office. This is the administrative office where I run the business. From here, I do the administrative work, which involves recruitment of staff, supervision of the staff, ordering for raw materials, and other equipment necessary for the production of table water. Before I started the pure water business, I was still in employment. I was running it on a part-time basis in the sense that I was still a full-time employee of UTC Nigeria PLC. And in order to a soft landing, so to say, for myself on retirement, I decided to take up this factory business. I got the structure. The house was built already. I bought it and I got experts to renovate it and restructure it to fit factory requirements. And after that, I invited the NAFDAC officials to come and have a look at it. They saw it and they were impressed. And then I got the equipment, recruited staff, got orders required to enable me take off. And when I retired, I just moved down from the office to this factory on a full-time basis. And it has been a very successful journey so far. I am Chief Peter Itoma Heruoto.